I think the United Arab Emirates has done a fantastic job hosting COP28. This is a crucial moment in the global response to climate change. We can see the impact of climate change in so many parts of the world, in so many aspects of how we live. And so bringing everyone from the world together at this key moment is a huge responsibility, but it's also a huge achievement for the UAE. As someone who leads one of the largest global health agencies, we're the largest provider of grants for health to low and middle income countries, having a day dedicated to health at COP28 is a huge milestone. The way climate change will hit people personally, will kill people, will make them suffer, is sadly through health, through disease, through mental health, through NCDs, non-communicable diseases. And so this is a really important moment to focus on how climate change is having those impacts. There are many things we can be doing right now, both in terms of making health systems more resilient to the impact of climate change, as well as reducing the carbon emissions from health systems, but also by anticipating the impact of climate change on climate-sensitive diseases like malaria. There are many things we don't know about the impact of climate change on health, but we need to be acting and learning simultaneously. We can't wait until we have all the answers before we act. The objectives of the new guidelines for climate health financing solutions is to ensure that all of us who are involved in this, and over 40 different organizations and countries have signed up to these principles, have a common definition of what we're talking about, but also a common set of principles. Key among those principles is the focus on equity, that we should be focusing primarily and with greatest priority on the impact of climate change on the poorest, the most vulnerable, the most marginalized, because they're the ones who are going to get hit hardest by climate change. I think you can already say, and we haven't yet finished the health day at COP28, is that there is a much greater sense of awareness of the impact of climate change within the global health community, but also within the climate change community, there's a much greater awareness of what this means for health and the importance of bringing health into the climate change agenda. What we now have to do is translate that into action. From the Global Fund's perspective, we are already working with countries on investments to help countries protect the people most at risk from climate change and to strengthen their health systems.